Alright, in this video, I just want to discuss the process and how long it took to vapor blast all the CB750 engine parts. It took me a long time, and that's why you haven't seen any videos here, because I was just chipping away at this work and I had to spread it over a long period of time. Okay, so in total, it took about 6 to 8 hours of vapor blasting total. 2 passes on all the parts, except for the cylinder and the cylinder head, because those were sent out to a machine shop. Dry bead blasting is included in the price of their work, and I let them do it. Obviously, they took it to 95% of what I wanted it to look. The vapor blast afterwards was a very quick cleanup to bring the sheen of the metal, the aluminum, consistent with all the other parts. So that saved me a lot of time. So still, all these parts, 6 to 8 hours. It's not really a quick process, but man, the results are freaking amazing. Okay, so step 1 is scrape all the gasket material off. The machine is not going to take care of that. And if you're looking for a really nice scraper, I have what's called a super scraper. It's like a $40 scraper, but it has a super sharp carbide tip on there, and it just plows through gasket material. So if you want to, if you're sick of scraping gaskets, you may want to consider buying one of these. Okay, step 2, put it in the solvent tank. You want to knock off all the grease and oil as much as possible, because otherwise, once you put it in the machine, you're just going to blast it and it's going to go elsewhere, and you will have to deal with it later. So put really clean parts in the machine. Okay, now these parts are 40 years old. They have some factory paint on there, and what's the killer is the corrosion. Corrosion is very difficult to remove from aluminum. So, having said that, my first pass was a rough cut with an aggressive media to remove all the corrosion and all the paint, and that was the most painful part of this whole process. That's 4 to 6 hours of blasting, just cutting all that junk off. Okay, the second pass happens really quick. You put it in there, and within seconds, you'll see that shine really come alive in the part, and I'll demonstrate that. Okay, so here's the last part that needs the final pass done to it, so I'll demonstrate that in the machine. It's been hit with the rough media because there was some paint in here, and there was corrosion, and really getting that paint out of there was actually, it took a little bit of effort. There was little bits in there that just wouldn't budge, so I had to concentrate on that quite a bit. But you can see it has a dull finish, and we'll shine that up with the next step of media. Now, you could do it with the fine media, right? You could just sit there, but I don't have the patience for it, and it'll take forever. I don't even know how long it'll take, but I simply don't have the patience for that. So rough cut it, fine cut it, and then you're done. So when you're done blasting, what you want to do is dunk the part in some water and just rinse all the media out. Then what I like to do is take compressed air with like a needle tip and blow out all the tapped holes. And also what works really good is taking your shop vac and put it in blow mode. So you hook up the hose to the exhaust, and it'll blow a high volume of air at the part, and you can dry it. If you don't dry the part right away, you'll get some white residue in some spots. So you definitely want to quickly dry it, and you want to dry it thoroughly. And you're going to want to repeat that rinse and dry process 2 to 3 times, depending on the part, to get all the media out. All right, so even though this process took 6 to 8 hours, I could have easily spent $500 to $700 by bringing all these parts to somebody and having them vapor blasted. So right off the bat, a large portion of the machine has already been paid off by just doing this one project. And this is just one project. I mean, I'm going to have the next one and the next one. It's what I do. It's what I like to do. So this is a great addition here. Built it myself. Other people are building it. It's just freaking awesome. I love it. All right, over here I have some parts that are done. Here are parts in process. This is after the first pass. I used a heavy cut media to cut all the paint and the corrosion off. I swapped media in the cabinet, and then this is what you get, and those parts look amazing. One more thing I want to mention is Mike from Tacoma Company sent me his Deluxe Gun. Okay, prior to this is the one I bought right here, and you can see that the body's slightly different. This one has a larger expansion chamber, and I believe the angle at which the media tube comes in is shallower, so it's all in an effort to create better media flow. Honestly, very small difference between these two, if any. It's hard to even test it and put a number between these two, you know what I mean? This is a great gun. This one's obviously a little bit better due to this stuff. The way I look at it is a gun is a one-time purchase, while air consumption is a continuous thing you're going to battle, especially if you got a small compressor. So if you're going to buy a gun, either of these two are excellent. They're twice as fast as the old style, or the, you know, whatever style was before this, and I got a video on that. But in any case, this is a really nice gun, so I highly recommend it. This one's about 120, 130. The one I just showed you is about 160, 170. Guys, one more thing about the Tacoma gun. I get a lot of questions on this. The only way to get it is to call them and order it on the phone. They don't have it on an online store where you could just check out and add to cart and get it shipped to your house. It's not on eBay. And if you go to their website, it says it's under construction, and then you just have contact info. So someone even emailed me, hey, I think they went out of business. No, they are still around. The only way you can order it is by talking to Mike, or I believe his wife. I'm not sure, I forget her name. But you have to talk to one of them and place the order, okay? So they like to do business old school, okay? So if you need a gun, just give them a call, talk to them. They're very nice people, and they'll set you up. Okay, so the best thing about this is I bought a turd of a motorcycle that cost a few $100s, and no one wanted to touch. Spend a few hours, you blast the parts, they clean up like this every single time, and you have something that's pretty much brand new again. All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you want to learn more about the Vapor Blaster, I'll have a link in the upper right and in the video description. You too can build one of these and make all your parts look freaking awesome. So there's tons of information in that link.